Alright, well, I'm tearing apart the guitar, and then I'm going to do, I need to take the pick guard off of this to match it up with something else. And then take another one of these other pick guards, like maybe this one. This is coming off green colored one. um, supposedly USA made, whatever the hell it is. But anyway, I've got a guitar that I want to switch the pick guard with on the wall over here. I want a black pick guard. I mean, that's what was originally on that Korean square. And then I need to take another pick guard and cut it out for my my PV over here. So, and I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but this is an actual factory pick guard, so is that one there, but I chose to take the one off this 2001 Squier SE. So that's what we're going to do. And if you want to watch it, don't watch it. A lot of people like to watch this stuff, a lot of people don't. Seems like it's kind of 50-50. So what we've done is just loosened our strings, and then we'll just go in here and I'll pull all these out and then put them in my drawer over there so I don't lose them. Even if I lose them, they're only lost in the drawer. Now, with these pick guards, a lot of times I prefer to cut them up if it's the original, because then I don't have to worry about whether or not the screws are going to line up. Anyway, the one on the Korean Squire is really badly warped. And yeah, I can straighten it out. But so what I'm saying is I don't have much to lose by hacking that one up. And these, they go bad just sitting in the sun. So, you know, you got to keep an eye on them. I got really bad allergies lately. So, trying not to sneeze. They use a lot of screws in some of these, and then like the other one's not hanging on the wall, but it has less. Excuse me. It is allergy season in Arizona. Trust me. Itchy eyes, itchy throat, runny nose. It seems like it gets worse at night. So, what I do then is I just put my finger under here, and I just pull up on everything. This is why when you do these, you want to make sure that your wires are long enough. So, we didn't even really need to do that, but we just want to be able to trace this pick guard. So, this has got regular slotted screws. I don't need to necessarily remove everything. I just need to remove the humbucker, pull these knobs off, and then I can stick the other pick guard on top of it and just trace it. And so that'll be even better because it will be on the back side. So let me see. I don't think this is going to work. This is just too big of a screwdriver, but we'll see. Nope. So this is a pick guard we're going to use. You can see it's pretty warped. Here's the a Telecaster pick guard. It used to be flat. I had it sitting on the top of my toolbox. Somehow it got warped. And it wasn't before. So it just happens just like that. You need to be careful with this so you don't scratch up the guitar. You know, with screws and stuff protruding through the bottom of the pick guard. mean, it might be just a little squire, but you still don't want to scratch it up if you don't have to. So we will either have to remove everything off of this one or everything off of that one, probably, to get it to line up. It's actually fairly time consuming, actually. This guitar here, I really don't want this pickguard on, so I haven't decided what I'm going to do, so maybe it would be in my best interest to just go ahead and pull everything on this one. I feel like the spring, there it is. I felt like it went down my sleeve of my flannel. So with this one here, it might be better to pull this. I don't know. Got these Wilkinson pickups here. Came with some other guitar I had. And I don't know, I guess they're okay. So maybe we'll just pull this entire thing. I've got other loaded pick guards too, so. Main thing though, is I just don't play anything with single coils, you know, so for me it's kind of like, eh. Now, I can't remember if these are marked or not, but we'll remember that the white wires go to the neck. At least I hope it will. That's another reason sometimes you can film a video and, you know, you try and remember something, you can always look back on the video and see what it was. Another problem with this PV that I want to add a humbucker to is I'm going to have to get the router out, and I'm going to have to route the pickup bed because it's not, it doesn't look like it has room. So a lot of these squires here, like this one in particular, you need to route it also if you want to do like HSH, humbucker, single humbucker. It's you know, they didn't cut it like a big pool, and they didn't cut it for like a humbucker over there. I've seen some one way and some another way, and it just totally depends. They all seem to be different. All right. these are 250K. Not really a good choice for humbucker in the bridge. Now, another thing you can do on these too is you can go ahead and add a jumper wire so the tone control works on the bridge pickup. I don't know, they never ever did that on these, but like other guitars, it'll be there. So there, we got our pickguard off, and try to sit somewhere won't fall on the floor. Okay. Now we've got a lot of crap sitting here in this guitar. I want to get these springs and stuff, and I want to put them back on the pickups. Because another thing too on these, if there's no spring on them, they'll lose the coil covers if you're not careful. So it's just good to just put it back on. Saves you from trying to figure out what you did with everything and everything falling off. These kind of have like some beehive springs on them. So the beehive springs actually would go on the opposite way when you finally put it back together, but that's fine. And I'm hoping I'm not missing one of them. I don't see it, but it's possible one of them was lost previously, and I had to do something with it. I don't see it. Certainly not good. Okay, so I see two springs here for the humbucker, but we're missing a beehive spring. And I seem to recall this being a problem before with this deal. So I'm trying to remember if it actually just got mounted in there without one. I don't know. Okay, it looks like it must have been mounted in there without one, or I dropped one on the floor here. Either way, have to figure something out. I'm not going to put it back together like that. Oh boy. Oh well, alright. I mean, I've never really liked this guitar. I don't know what the deal is. It's just always been kind of boring to me. So maybe it's time to do something different with it. One of the things too, for sure, with these 250K pots in here, I can change the sound of it. There's my beehive. Okay. And I dropped the screw, which is not good. So anyway, let's put this right here for now. Alright, so the way that I like to do this is I lay it on top of here, and I take like a knife blade like this, and just hold it like this, and I scribe it. You do it carefully through the corners. You do that a few times, and then once you pull your pick guard off, you'll see right where you need to go. And then don't forget to mark the screw holes. You don't want to be guessing about those later. Just go like that. So there's a number of things that you could use to cut this out. You could use a jigsaw. You could use, tons of things. So you could use a Dremel. But anyway, I haven't decided what I'm going to use, but I'll be back when I'm done with it. All right, I'm going to film this. Hopefully I don't screw it up on camera, right? Anyway, we're using the jigsaw. I got a couple different ones, but we're just going to hold this here and hope for the best. Using a really fine-toothed blade, and we're just going to come in here and try and cut it out as good as we can. Okay. Definitely a little rough. And I'm not going to attempt the corners with this, so I'll just come up to them and then I might not have a choice on that part, but anyway. So I've done this a couple of different ways in the past. And I've never used a jigsaw. I've always used either a hacksaw blade and then sawed on it by hand, which takes quite some time. That's why I'm using something that looks extremely similar to a hacksaw blade on here, because I had pretty good luck with that last time by hand. Just took a long time. This is kind of annoying because it's trying to stick to the magnet. So, anyway, I'm not going to film the whole thing. I'll be back with the conclusion. So, the jigsaw went a little bit too far right into there, but it's not super noticeable. So what I do is I take like a file, and you can get like certain ones that are rounded, but you just something to get yourself in the corner there, clean up these corners, and so it's going to look like this pretty much when you're done. And you can do a little bit more fine-tuning with the sanding sponge and some sandpaper. So now I get the pleasure to pull this one. And this is one that I also modified a long time ago. But I don't want a white pick guard. I want a black one. So we'll be back. Alright, so we're getting ready to mount the pick guard. Everything on it. We'll be back in a minute. So, this is where I'm at on it right now. Gotta put the knobs back on it and all that stuff and tune it. Alright, so it sounds pretty good, I guess, to me. Anyway, so I gotta put the knobs back on it.